Good morning, YouTube, and welcome back to Mobile Home Zach. So, I know I haven't posted a video in a while. I did do a video, no, I'm sorry, I did a product review on something, and I guess I never fully uploaded to YouTube. I'm sorry about that. But today we are talking about my, I guess you could say, new career path. So, as you know, we're in the sewing room, which looks different from other videos. Things been moved around, been changed around, stuff like that. But anyway, so I will be starting online classes in medical billing and coding next month. I have orientation on the 10th, and then the 22nd, I start classes. So let's talk a little bit about medical billing and coding. Now, there are three that I know of besides a 2-year college course because medical billing and coding is now a certificate, which you can get in, I think it's 4 to 24 months, if not maybe 12. I'm not exactly sure. I know with the course I'm taking, I get 12 months. If I need longer, they will extend it. Of course, you have to pay. So, there's only three places that I know of that will give you a certificate. I got them down here on the clipboard. You have the AAPC, AHEMA, or FEMA, and then Preppy. So let's talk about each one at a time. So we'll start with Preppy. When you look this place up, you have to type in Preppy medical billing and coding on Google. Because if you type in Preppy, it'll just show up preps from high school and stuff like that. So when you do search Preppy, you have to type in Preppy medical billing and coding courses or classes. With Preppy, you get two payment options. I think it's one is $1,200 and you get a free laptop, or you pay, I think it's $200 for 6 months and you don't get a free laptop. Now, it all depends on what you're looking for. As for me, I need the actual physical books, which we'll go through in a minute. This is just one of them. You get three of them. With Preppy, you get ebooks. I don't know how the ebooks work through Preppy. I don't know if it's like a little tablet device they send you, or it's an app you can download. I'm not too sure about that. Um, I forgot to get the person's name. There is a lady on YouTube who sponsors Preppy. She's been a medical bill and code, I think, for 12 or 13 or 15 years. That's where I got my inspiration from, was her. Should have wrote her name down, should have wrote her channel down. I I wasn't fully prepared, obviously. I might put her name down in the description when I upload this video. So with that, like I said, it all depends on what you're looking for. I prefer the physical books so I can take notes, highlight, because you don't have to return these. My bad. Once you get those books, you keep those books. Sorry, I got a new desk. It seems to be a little shaky when I touch it. I promise it was built properly. Anyway, so I prefer the physical books so I can highlight, take notes, circle stuff. We'll get to the books in a minute. There's three. They're all big. I mean, there's like a big, bigger, and biggest. We'll go through them. And then now there's another site called, I think it's Afema. I didn't do too much research on that. That wasn't one that popped up a lot when I typed in medical billing and coding courses or classes. Um, I actually got this name from the person I was talking about on YouTube who does talk about medical billing and coding and goes more in depth on what to expect and how she teaches her own classes, I believe, so how her classes go and stuff like that. I'll definitely have to put her name in my description so you guys can check her videos out. I watched her videos for maybe 2, 3 years before I decided to join the medical billing coding field. So Ahima or FEMA, how to pronounce it, I don't know too much about them. This one, AAPC. Now, every time I typed in medical billing and coding courses or classes, that was the first one that popped up. It was no matter whether I was at a library computer, using a friend's phone, home, no matter what, every time I typed in medical billing coding courses, the AAPC was the first one to always pop up. These two did not. Of course, you would get, the Bryan Stratton College, Hudson Valley, you get local colleges around you to get a associate's degree in medical billing and coding. a lot of employers are not looking for an associate's degree anymore. They're looking for a certificate and education. So, with that being said, if you don't want to spend $30,000-$40,000 to get a degree in medical billing and coding when you really just need a certificate, you're probably both going the cheaper route. Like I said, the cheaper route would be doing it online, like through one of the ones I have showed you. I'll show you again. This one, the AAPC, we'll talk more about because that's the one I am taking my classes through. I have orientation on the 10th with. Like I told you about Preppy. Preppy, they have 2 payment options. You pay full price, you get a free laptop. You pay $200 a month for 6 months. You don't. You only have 12. Well, most courses, besides unless you get like an actual associate's degree, is 12 months. If you need extensions, of course, you have to do in writing, or I think the instructor does it. It all depends on what courses you're taking. Now, for me, because I'm doing mine through the AAPC, I had to take out a student loan. Now, they have 3 different price points. They have one about self-paid for, like, I think, $6,000. They have one that's instructor-led for, I think, $7,000. And then they have the instructor-led job ready for, like, about $8,000. Of course, nobody's got that money kind of laying around, so you have to take out a student loan. They have 2 payment options besides paying it in full. One is through a firm, I think it was. Yeah, I think it was a firm. And then the other one is through a student loan company called Climb. I went through Climb. I was instantly approved. I got that all set up. If you're thinking about taking the medical billing and coding course, go online. Reach out to the AAPC so one of them can contact you and you can discuss it with them over the phone. So in this case, you'll know what you're really looking for. I was looking for something where I got help when needed, and somebody was there to talk to and to go more in depth with stuff, because medical terminology is technically Greek. So it's like learning a whole new language. I did print some stuff out online. I should probably buy a book. Amazon sells a book. It's called Terminology and Anatomy for I think like $65. It's got like a navy blue cover with like a picture of a body. That's something you probably should really get. I might get it just because the medical terminology, it would be new. Working as a CNA, you don't use medical terminology that much, or really at all. I used to at my last job, but this new one that I have, I started last year. You don't really talk medical terminology at all. It's like the nurses do their job and you do your thing. There's no communication, no connection, nothing like that. Not like my last job where the nurses would give you the discharge notice from the hospital and you could read the discharge notices and the diagnosis or diagnoses, how you want to pronounce it. So, and remember, if you're not doing it over, like repetition over and over again, you're not going to remember. So I remember very, very little, but there's going to be a whole bunch of stuff that's going to be new. So with the AAPC, I think with most companies, through Preppy, I think after you get your certificate, the certificate comes from the AAPC themselves, because you have to contact the AAPC to schedule your test. Now, me and I were talking about testing. It depends on how much you want to pay. To take the test twice, I believe it's either $300 or $500. To take it once, I think it's like $150. So if you go through the program with Preppy, you still have to. I don't know if they contacted AAPC about setting up your test, or if you have to do it. Like I said, you need to do your research before you sign up for a class, so you will know, what to do and how to do it. The other thing is the reason why I went to AAPC, because it's all right there. It's, your ECUs, which I'll get to in a minute, your books, local chapters, stuff like that. It's all in one. It's like all in one place. They also have a magazine that I'm subscribed to. I actually looked at yesterday. I need to look more in depth into it. So ECUs, education. Wow, I can't speak now. Education units or continuous education units. I actually think it's CEUs. I might have spelled it wrong. Because I think it's pronounced continuous education units. It might be CEUs. I think I spelled it wrong on this piece of paper. Nobody's perfect. You guys will get over it. So with the continuous education units, as a medical biller and coder, you need to have, I think it's 20 of them every 2 years. Yes, every 2 years. Every 2 years, you need to have, I think it's 20 or 50 continuous education units. So CEUs. So when you're online looking at stuff, and you're like, what the heck are CEUs? That stands for continuous education units. I spelled it wrong on this piece of paper. Nobody's perfect. We'll all get over it. Um, so that's just like your local chapters. You'll go to your local chapter near you, and you will go to like a meeting and you're on, I don't know, like 10, 15 ECUs. Then there's stuff online you can do virtual. You'll earn like 10, 15 ECUs. There's pre-recorded videos online, and you have to watch the whole video before you can earn the ECUs. You can't skip around or you won't get it all. You literally have to watch the whole video. I did some, granted, I'm not fully certified. I'm still a student. But they told me that I had to watch the videos before I could start orientation. And being that I could not automatically earn them, I had to write down the ECU's numbers. And they give you numbers to write down. So when you're done and you get your certificate, you can add those to your ECU calculator and the APC website. Or I think you have to do it through customer service. I'm not quite sure yet. I haven't gotten that far yet. I'll find out more because I have orientation on the 10th and I start classes on the 22nd. So I'm more than ready. I got a new computer, chair. I had to get a new desktop computer. Let's get a little bit into let's say the technology part of things. So the technology part, to do the classes and the test, you can use a laptop. I don't know if a lot of you know. I just discovered it probably 2 months ago. If you have an older laptop or desktop computer, it may not upgrade to Windows 11. If you don't know, I believe in October, I think it's the 30th, 31st of October of this year, you are no longer being getting updates for Windows 10. You have to upgrade to Windows 11. Now, luckily, my laptop's fine. My mother's laptop is fine. My old desktop computer that I had since like 2014, I had to get a new computer because something inside of it wasn't going to support Windows 11. So let's dive a little bit into the technology part. Um, I believe the classes are on Zoom. I know orientations through Zoom through the APC's website. So you definitely need a laptop with a webcam so you can do classes, orientation. For the real world working, you will need a desktop computer, a comfortable chair, a lot of workspace. You'll need two monitors or a big monitor. I think my monitor is like 28 inches in diameter this way. A webcam because you will have meetings with your coworkers, your bosses, supervisors, whatever. So I did have to buy. Now I've always had a desktop computer. It's been like the main computer in my house. Um, I bought one off Amazon. It was called Renewed or Used for like $300. It came with a mouse and a keyboard. I didn't use the mouse because I don't like the fact that the mouse lit up, but I like the fact that the keyboard lit up so I could see it easier. Um, it doesn't have. I mean, when I look at a computer, I look at hard drive space, like 1 TB, which stands for terabyte or two. I think I got like a 550. But also, I have my other hard drive in my old computer, and eventually, I will probably upgrade to a new, like brand new desktop computer where I can put my other hard drive in it and get all my pictures and files and stuff like that. So, in the real world, when you work from home, because you can work from home, you will start at a facility. So, you'll start at a facility for a few months, and you'll do like 1 day from home. Do that for a month or two, then it'll be 2 days, and then 3 days, and then 4 days, and soon you'll be fully remote. Now, some jobs will not hire you as a medical and billing coder. They will hire you as a receptionist, checking patients or people in and out, getting prior authorizations through insurances, stuff like that. So don't be discouraged after you get your certificate. You're not doing a direct medical billing and coding job. You'll probably have to start at the bottom and work your way up, such as a receptionist is front office staff. And then there's, I think, like medium and then back office. I think that's how they categorize it. So don't get discouraged once you get your first job and you are not working from home from your own personal computer. You have to go into an office. You can apply for a remote job, tell them you have everything you need, and they'll say, okay, well, for 2 to 3 months, please come in office, work Monday to Friday, 8 to 4, 9 to 5, where their hours are. And after a 3 month process, we'll do 1 day home for a month or 2 months, and then 2 days home for 2 months, whatever it is. So in this case, they know that you know what you're doing and you know how to handle your job while you're home. There are some companies that will hire you directly work from home. The AAPC does have a career site where you can, or career section where you can go look at jobs. So that is an option. Some places will hire you directly just work from home. Some of them will hire you as a CPCA. Now, I believe in one of these books, they are so heavy, just so you guys know. It tells you, what this has things for it. Cool. It tells you about the A part, which stands for, I think, apprenticey or something like that. Let me see. I'm sorry, you guys have to hold on for a minute, but you guys will be fine. This one does not. I think it's the other book. We'll be getting in these anyway, so I might as well just get them out and get them ready for you. There is a website about this stuff. For some reason, I can't find it. I should probably bookmark it. I thought it was in this book. I could be wrong. Yes, it is. Okay, so being that we're getting the books, might as well just start showing you the book. So this is called HitPix Level 2. Oh god. It is like 800 pages. If I can find the back page. In the back of this book, there is a note section. 782 pages in this book. And this is one of the smaller ones. Sorry, I didn't hold it right. HitPix Level 2. So in this book, I think it tells you right here. This section where it says, ooh, my camera's not going to pick it up, is it? No, it's not. Sorry about that. It says for new coders, cut a whole 2 years off experience, requirements to remove the A, apprenticeship status. Get hands-on coding practices in Get hands-on coding practice in risk-free environment, coding real-world cases, so you can thrive for your first job. Now, I don't remember what's called through the AAPC's website. Oh, it's Practicode. Duh, it's right at the bottom. So with Practicode, you have to code 600 real-life case files. And I think you have to code so many a day. I think it's only supposed to take you, I'm going to say, I think 6 months to code all 600, if not less. But it's called Practicode. It's right here at the bottom, actually. For new medical billers and coders. So that will give you, because when you first go get a job, after you get your certificate, you'll be considered as a medical biller coder A. CPC, apprentice, how you pronounce it. So that's just kind of about, you did the courses, you had the education, but you don't have the job experience to do the job. So that's what that is. So through the AAPC, you can do Practicode and get that done. Now, if you're doing the job ready courses, like me, you will actually be practicing, you'll be charting real codes in classes, real charts. So that's actually kind of cool. I don't know too much about the classes, but that's what I was told. That's what a person from the AAPC told me. I won't know the full details until I actually start classes. Again, they're online. They're late in the afternoons. They're, I think, 2 or 3 days a week. So yeah, fun. But it's after my job, so I can work full time, come home for like an hour, relax an hour or two, and then start classes. And I believe they're through Zoom. So if you have a desktop computer, and if it will upgrade to Windows 11, you will need a webcam. That's why I'm doing my YouTube video one for you guys. All right, so this is, I know that I'm going to show you again. This is the HitPix Level 2 book through the AAPC. Like I said, it's like 780 something pages. Let's see if I can show you without ripping anything. You know, that's what, and everything is like labeled. I don't know if you can see that, but like they got, you know, everything's like color coordinated for different things. This one is production professional services. They do have two oranges, by the way. Um, the green is medical and surgical supplies. You see a catheter right there. What is that? Oh, you see a ostomy in a bag and a wafer. The code is the index service supplies and equipment and drugs. So, you know, this book, I think they're all coded like that. Come on now. Okay. Don't judge. So as you can see, they all do have different like colors. So this is the one of the books you will need. This is your Hip Picks level 2. Now, yes, I know. It's August. September's not too long away. These now technically you're only supposed to use last year and the New Year's book for your classes and your test. When I sign up for the classes, I'll be getting 2026. I'll be getting 3 of them. One in October, November, and December for the new year. So right now I just have 2025 to deal with because you know I do start classes next month. You need supplies, you need books. Remember, highlighters, pens, pencils, whiteout. Also get that handy too. All right, so this is the. Let me go with this book because this book is actually like the medium out of the 3. And this book is, oh God, 1,344 pages. So this is your CPT book, professional edition. Yay. And it's got like a special sticker here. It's through the AMA, American Medical Association. Scan with the transparency app. I don't know what that is. I might have to look that up. But these are your CPT codes. So you have your HCPCS code, CPT codes, and then your ICD-10-CM code. So you have 3 different codes for 3 different things. So in this book, I haven't really gone through this book yet. My best friend did because I was showing her. No, I did go through this book. I didn't go through the CPT code book yet. So I just flipped to a random page. Oh, God, these are heavy. And you can see the body. Again, the same thing with this book. Everything is color coordinated. It even has some white spots here. I'm not sure what those are for, so I'm actually going to look now. Oh, it's just space. It's just a space in the color. That's all. All right. So again, this one you have pathological and laboratory services. This one is radiology, the nervous system, female genitals, male genitals, digestive. What else is there? Respiratory, the muscle or muscular system, how you pronounce it. You know, it shows you the skulls, the spine, stuff like that. The muscular, how you pronounce it. A lot of these words I don't know how to pronounce, but I will have to learn. That's what Google is for. So that is your CPT book. All right, the last one, which is actually the biggest book, and that is 1,380. This is your not your CPT, I'm sorry. Your ICD-10-CM code book. This is also the biggest one out of the 3. I'll hold all 3 up and show you. You can actually tell by the rings, it is the biggest book. I also think this is the main book you will be using. So I just turned to the first couple. I just picked up like a big chunk out of the book just to show you. Yes, these books are heavy. Especially when you get all 3 together, they are heavy. So this is what I just did. I just opened up the first page, you know. Again, the same thing as the rest. They are color coordinated, as you can see. This yeast, you got yeast, pregnancy, exposure, disease. I don't know how to say that word. I don't know how to say that one either. Abnormal. The orange stuff is. Oops, let me see what the orange one said. I can't read that, but it shows hands and stuff. It shows body parts. So yeah, these are a lot of words I'm going to have to learn how to read. All right, now I want to show you guys all 3 books together so you will get an understanding of how big they are. All 3 of them together are heavy. you can definitely see what book's the biggest, and they are heavy. I think this is like maybe 30, 40 pounds. Now because I don't know medical terminology, there is stuff you can print online. I started printing stuff. Um, I have to go through it, make sure I have all the pages. I actually think this tells you in the first slide that it's when you first study for anatomy, it can feel like trying to learn a new language, introduced to many new words, caption C, blah blah blah. It is, yep. Okay, many of the words are used in anatomy are based in the Latin or Greek language. So technically you're learning Latin or Greek. Not really like that. But I did print some stuff off online. I do have to go through these and put them together today. So I can start looking at the words and recognizing them and going from there. I'm trying to think what else is there. I think that's really about it. What I'll do is I'll post that person in the description when I look up her YouTube channel. I might just copy her main page, and I think I can link it in the description. I'm not sure how to work that yet. I'm still learning how to work this. Don't judge me. It's still new. Sorry, that's my cat. I'm trying to think what I think that's really about it for now until I have orientation. I probably won't do another video until maybe October. Honestly. I might do one about orientation, to be honest with you, because that is the 10th. So maybe that week or the week after that, I will do another video for you guys about how orientation went, what information I got, what I learned, and go from there. And then after I start classes, I'll probably wait a couple weeks before I do another video about classes. I'm definitely going to try to upload that video about a product review that for some reason did not upload. I think I still have the video. I'll try to upload it today as well, along with this one. Other than that, if you have any questions, feel free to ask me. This is new for me as well for you guys, especially if you're looking into the medical billing and coding world. But yeah, if you have questions, feel free. If not, definitely check out the AAPC's website.